Good morning, everybody. What about your study? Did you study everything? All of you read your textbook? How many times all of you read your textbook? I already told you want to read 3 times. I think all are done very successfully. Am I right? Okay. Then today we want to discuss a new topic related to the previous topic. That's why we want to know about what is the previous topic. Have you any idea about the previous topic? Can you say the name of the previous topic? Yes. What is that? Distribution of a natural vegetation. Okay. We discussed distribution of natural vegetation and finally we understood one thing. What is that? Our forest area vanished rapidly. That's why we want to conserve our forest area. That's why today we want to discuss how can we conserve our forest area or what is the conservation method. But what is our next topic? Conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. What is the topic? Conservation of a natural vegetation and a wildlife. Okay. Conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. How can we conserve our natural vegetation and wildlife? Okay. Forests are our wealth. We know that. Our wealth, that is the forest. Plants give shelter to the animals and together they maintain the ecosystem. Okay, we know that what is the importance of forest. Plants that give shelter to the animals and also to retain the ecosystem. Then, changes of the climate and human interference can cause the loss of the natural habitats for the plants and animals. Here, loss the natural habitats of the plants and animals. Here is some natural factors and also here is some human factors. But what are the causes behind it? The ruin of the forest area or the natural habitation loss, the plants and animals. Yes, here who are the responsible things? Yes, natural things and also here is the human interferences. Okay, changes of climatic change and also human interferences. That means the involvement of the human beings. Okay, many species have become. Okay, but here we are discussing the conservation of the natural vegetation and wildlife. Here the climatic changes and human interference can cause the loss of natural habitats for the plants and animals. Then many species have become vulnerable or endangered. Here is many species that now included the endangered categories or the vulnerable, or that means reduce the number. Okay. Some are in the verge of extinction. Some are included in the verge of extinction. What is the Malayalam word of extinction? Ananju pova. Ee bhoomugathu thanne illandava. Then deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, forest fires, tsunami, and landslides are some of the human and natural factors which accelerate the process of extinction of these resources. Okay, listen, here is a certain resources or a certain species extinct or their number reduced. What are the reason behind it? Here is some natural causes and also human interferences. What are included these natural and human factors? That is deforestation, then soil erosion, and also constructional activities, forest fire, tsunami, and landslides. These are included the human and the natural factors which accelerate the process of extinction of these animals. Please underline that. One of the major concerns is the poaching, which result in a sharp decline in the number of particular species. Another thing is the poaching. What is the meaning of poaching? Kollayadikka. One of the major concern is the poaching, which result in a sharp decline in the number of the particular species. If a particular species, the number rapidly reduce, what is the reason behind it? Poaching is the main reason. The animals are poached. For what purpose here is animals poached? Yes, for collecting an illegal trade of hides, skins, nails, teeth, horn, as well as feathers. Here they done certain activities like illegal trade. What are the items used here is hides, then skin, nail, teeth, horn, and also feathers. Then some of these animals are tiger, lion, elephant, deer, blackbuck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich, and peacock. What are the animals included in this category? Which category? Extinct or vulnerable? Here included certain. Can you say what are included in this category? Yes. Okay. Tiger, lion, elephant, deer, blackbuck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich, and also peacock. These can be conserved by increasing awareness. But here we want to conserve these animals. Otherwise, it completely exhausted from here or completely extinct. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Here we want to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Here we can use some methods. What are them? The first one, national park. Okay, here want some national park, then wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, wildlife sanctuaries and also biosphere reserve. Please underline that. What are the methods we can adopt here? Here we want to substitute a national park, then wildlife sanctuaries and also biosphere reserves. Then conservation of creeks, lakes and wetland is necessary to save the precious resources from the depletion. Okay, we want to conserve our precious resources through or avoid the depletion. What is the meaning of depletion? Depletion means ruin. How can we conserve this? The conservation of the creeks, lakes and wetland. We want to conserve our wetland and also lakes and also creeks. There is a balance in the environment if the relative number of species is not disturbed. Human activities in several parts of the world have disturbed the natural habitats of the many species. Not only the natural factors, at the same time human interferences or human activities that also affected decreasing the number of the natural vegetation and wildlife. We want to minimize the human interferences or we want to avoid this. Due to indiscriminate killing, several birds and animals have there become extinct or are on verge of extinction. Maybe that is included in the verge of extinction. What is the reason behind it? Increasing killing. Then another important conserving method here, we want to adopt certain programs, awareness program. What do you mean by awareness program? ബോധവൽക്കരിക്കുക, ഒരു അവബോധം ഉണ്ടാക്കി കൊടുക്കുക. For what purpose we want to conserve the forest area, or how can we conserve our forest and wildlife, or what is the importance of the natural vegetation. But here we want to give some awareness. Awareness programs like social forestry and Vana Maholsava should be encouraged at the regional and community level. That also want to underline. What are the awareness programs? Here, social forestry and Vana Maholsava. School children should be encouraged to bird watch and visit nature camps so that they appreciate the habitat of the varied species. Okay, here we know that the school children that should be encouraged to bird watch. We always want to encourage. What do you mean by encouraged? Protsahapikka. What? Bird watch and also visit the nature camp. They want to visit the nature camp because what is the they want to know about what is the importance of the natural vegetation and wildlife. Then many countries have passed laws against the trade as well as killing of birds and animals. Here we already discussed. Here is killing the animals and birds, that is not legally, that is the illegal thing. That's why here want to stop these activities. In India, killing lions, tigers, deers, great Indian bustards and peacock is illegal. That also want to underline. What are included? The illegal killing. Here is included certain category like lion, tigers, deers, great Indian bustard and peacock. Then an international convention CITES has been established. CITES has been established that lists several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. Here is many animals and birds that trade completely prohibited. That's why here formed CITES. CITES. Then conservation of plants and animals is an ethical duty of every citizen. Okay, every citizen's duty. Okay, our own duty. We want to conserve our plants and animals because we can't live without plants and animals. That's why we want to conserve our ecosystem. Otherwise, that is affected our life. That's why every citizen want to conserve our forest and wildlife. Okay, it's our own duty, it's our own responsibility. We want to conserve our forest and wildlife. That only. Okay, our second chapter also completed. It's very, very important. Here is 2 more topics included. That's why you want to give more care about this chapter and also read very carefully. It's so simple. Very simple things are included. Okay, you want to study very carefully. Reading, that is very, very important. That is a unnecessary thing. What? Reading. Okay, that only to be continued on next class. Thank you, children. Okay, before concluding the class, we want to discuss some important questions from this topic. Okay, listen. Here is one question included from this topic. Various species of natural vegetation and wildlife have become vulnerable or endangered, and some are at the verge of extinction. Why? Give reason. What is my question? Various species of natural vegetation and wildlife have become vulnerable or endangered, and some are at the verge of extinction. Okay, what are the reasons? Deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, Forest fires and landslides are some of the human-made and natural factors which together accelerate the process of extinction of natural vegetation and wildlife. Okay. Then another question. Why are animals poached? Animals are poached for collection and illegal trade of hides, skins, nails, teeth, horns as well as feathers. Okay. Animals are poached. For what purpose animals are poached? Yes, for collection and illegal trade of hides, skin, nail, teeth, horn as well as feather. Then mention the steps that can be taken to protect plants and animals, or how can we conserve our plants and animals, or how can we protect our plants and animals. What are the steps we can use? Okay, here is mainly 4 conservation method. The first one is the national park, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves are made. It is the first step. The second one, awareness programs like social forestry and Vanamahotsav should be encouraged at the regional and community level. The third one, school children should be encouraged for bird watching and visiting nature camp so that they appreciate the habitat of varied species. The fourth one, laws must be passed declaring the trade and killing of birds and animals is illegal. These are the 4 important conservation techniques. This also included in our textbook. It's very important question. I repeat, what is my question? Mention the steps that can be taken to protect plants and animals. Okay. But here is included so many question answers. I will give later. You want to study everything. Okay. Thank you, children.